All right, so today we're going to be exposing the dark side of the sneaker industry, which of course in every industry you got your highs and your lows, but here in sneakers, due to these high retail price points, you also have the additional value that these items can garner on the secondary market. It leaves a lot of these sneaker shop owners to be targeted by thieves. So today we're going to be taking a look at clips of various sneaker shops which have been broken into across the country. We're also going to be talking about a story about how a stolen cargo of unreleased sneakers almost ruined the entire rollout for this highly anticipated upcoming release. You're watching John Alexander TV. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So another day, another sneaker shop being targeted. Now, as far as these sneaker resale stores, nowadays it seems like a lot of people are kind of fed up with these resellers. So some people wouldn't have compassion for these kind of people, but at the end of the day, man, these are legit businesses and you would never want something like this to happen to yourself. Now, as far as these sneaker shops being targeted, with these high ticket items, it leaves them very vulnerable, for these thieves. And we've seen this happen, several times across the country, but it seems like as of now, these instances are just happening too often. As it looks like just in the last few days or so, we got several different sneaker shops located across the country, all being targeted. Some people would claim that maybe this is like an insurance fraud or something like that, but at the end of the day, that's up for your own judgment. But I got a lot of sympathy for these business owners, which it seems like now are going to be out thousands of dollars. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the first clip, which happens to come from Valley Steels, which, as you guys see right here, they got the surveillance set up right in the corner of the shop, and boom, as you see right here, this car just smashed right through the front door. You see the culprits, they're going in and running and everything, smashing and grabbing. So that's the definition of a smash and grab. They didn't even use like a brick or threw something through the glass. They just went ahead and drove their car straight through that joint, grabbed everything that they could possibly find. So this is absolutely wild. Imagine waking up in the morning, seeing that your store was busted like this, and then checking the surveillance and just seeing what actually took place. That's absolutely crazy. Now for this next shop, Bring It Back LV, I'm assuming they must be located in Vegas. They put our North Outlet location got broken into this morning. So there you go. See, these guys, they kept it simple. They ain't driving no car through. They just decided to use like a brick or crowbar. Went straight to the key master. This other dude right here, he went and grabbed a pair of shoes. He must have been eyeing them joints for a while now or something, but that's kind of crazy, man. Them boys went right for the key master. Actually, it looks like this place might be in the mall or something like that. So I don't know, but again, more senseless, more criminals. Sad to see, man. Now this next clip right here, this is actually Soul Supremacy, a well-known sneaker resale faction here in the community. It looks like they were victims of what appears to be, I don't even know what happened right here. This is wild. So it seems like some people just kind of busted through the wall. There's not even a door. Like, them boys just straight busted through the wall. I guess they must have rammed that joint with like a car or something. Truck. Got into their warehouse, and you see the damage is done right here. Now, I don't even know if this is even a physical location or if this is just a warehouse or whatever, but again, never cool to see stuff like this happening. As y'all see, them boys cleared them out, leaving just the Panda Dunks right there on the floor. I guess even the criminals didn't want the Panda Dunks. So again, very unfortunate to see stuff like this happening again. And if you guys don't have any compassion for these folks right here, man, I don't know what's going on. So somebody put, you need to tell the landlord to install concrete posts similar to the ones in front of electrical panel boxes. They'll never be able to drive a car into the building again. Somebody put, how many times does something have to happen for you to relocate? I don't get it. Then somebody replied, facts. I think it's time that they get out of that county or at least move to a different county. At most, get a warehouse, all the pairs they can put a certain amount on shelves and have nothing major in the back room. They then replied saying, eventually insurance isn't going to cover anything you think is an inside job. It's inevitable. If this keeps happening, they'll find a way the hard way. Yeah, man. So as far as insurance, I don't know if they're actually going to give you the full value as far as like resale. We were discussing that with the California wildfires, as that one dude lost like over 200 pairs of his collection. I feel like insurance probably would only like cover, maybe a fraction of what them pairs are actually going for. So that's crazy. We got 3 separate locations: Soul Supremacy, Bring It Back LV, as well as Valley Steals, all targeted by theft within just the last few days or so. So it seems like this is a common occurrence. Some people would say insurance fraud, but for me, I got a lot of sympathy, you know, for these business owners, which are just trying to make it by. So sad to see this stuff happening, but at the end of the day, it's kind of the dark side here of the sneaker industry with these items, with these hard markup prices, with these sneaker resale shops just holding thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of valuable items with just a glass wall behind them and some thieves. I mean, I could see why stuff like this would happen, especially here in 2025. And then, of course, speaking of theft here in the sneaker industry, you know, when it comes to these PEs, you guys already know, when it comes to these Jordan PEs, these pairs are designed specifically, you know, for their Jordan brand affiliated colleges. So right here we have pictured, you got the Florida Gators PE. Now, the way that some of these valuable rare PEs, which are specifically made just for these schools, actually get into the hands of resellers is because these college kids are hungry, and for the most part, they're willing to, you know, sell these shoes for money. So for sometimes you'll see pairs like this going for like $10,000 plus on the secondary market. And for the most part, you know, I can't blame these college kids for just trying to make it by. Now, they are giving them a little bit more money and stuff like that, or they got the NIL program. So these kids don't have to resort to stuff like this. But as far as these two pairs specifically, it seems like these didn't actually come from college kids specifically, but it looks like these were actually stolen as well. As somebody commented right here, I heard these were all actually stolen and the cops were on these, in which the reseller posted, "Oh, wow, that's crazy." Then we also put somebody that put those new PE Air Jordan 4s you're seeing are dope, right? Well, unfortunately, news hit that the majority of them outside of the UNCs are all stolen. All the colleges didn't receive any of the pairs yet. So if you see anybody, do not get burnt. Cops are definitely on this. So that's absolutely crazy. It seems like we're seeing these Jordan 4 PEs flowing all around the timeline. And unfortunately, it seems like these were all stolen cargo right here. So it's kind of sad to see. But at the end of the day, you know, this is just what it is, man. It's a cold reality of the world that we're living in right now. So a whole bunch of stolen PEs all over the timeline. Do you guys feel like because we know that these are stolen cargo that maybe we shouldn't be posting these online? I don't really know, but that's not really for me to decide. And then right here, we got some more stolen cargo, which if you guys aren't familiar, this is the upcoming Joe Freshgoods 992. Now, as far as this pair right here, which Joe Freshgoods did properly present, but like about a week or so ago, these actually began to pop up all over the place. And the actual story is that these were actually stolen cargo as well. So my boy, he actually sent me a picture of some chick that was selling these on Facebook Marketplace, stolen cargo. She was selling these joints for $30 a pair, or you could buy the entire shipment for $300. So this was a case where an entire shipment of unreleased cargo was actually stolen before it got into the proper hands. So it seems like Joe Freshgoods, he may have had to like push the rollout. Who knows when he was planning to drop these. Bro was probably sitting back patiently, and then when he saw these joints popping up all over every major sneaker blog, he was like, yo, I got to present these in the proper light. And here you guys see these joints are absolutely incredible. And he even commented in the caption, putting ugly leak pics, stolen pairs, and what a ride, the best 5-year run ever. So he acknowledged it and everything, and he's turning things around, taking control of the narrative. And you gotta love this release right here, which is kind of crazy to think. The retail on these, I think, is like $250, $275, and you were seeing these joints hitting resale shops early. People were already selling them at retail, which of course then just confirms that they were stolen cargo. Which, as far as these Joe Freshgoods, the follow-up to the original 992, this is the one that set it off. I feel like this is the one that really brought a lot of hype to New Balance. Originally released back in 2020 during All-Star Week, and I think this is like a Valentine's Day drop or something like that. That's why you got the little theme right here going on with like the pinks and the reds and everything like that. These are going crazy. You see the resale prices for a shoe, which retails at like $250, $275. So this is the one I feel like really created a New Balance hype, and it's great to see Joe Freshgoods back with the follow-up, which low-key this almost looks like a faded age pair of those right here. So I feel like the name is definitely appropriate, as these are titled Age Well. So this will be a great one to look forward to, almost ruined by some thieves who actually intercepted the cargo early. But Joe Freshgoods, he's taking control of the narrative. So just a quick little update for you guys to, you know, kind of show you the grim dark side here of the sneaker industry. But of course, they're not going to stop the shine. We got Joe Freshgoods keeping things moving. You're watching John Alexander TV. I'll catch y'all next time. Salute.